Okay, let's start. Part 2, first question. Let me read the question first. A refrigerator priced at rupees 120,000 can be purchased by making a down payment of 1/5 of the total price and paying the rest with interest in 12 equal monthly installments of rupees 8,780. Interest of the loan is calculated on the reducing loan balance. First part, find the due loan amount. Second part, what is the total interest to be paid? And the third part, what is the number of month units? Fourth part, what is the interest for a month unit? And the fifth part, calculate the annual interest rate. Once you go through this question, you will realize that this is under hire purchase. That is the first thing. Second thing, in the theory class, we studied two types of questions. Yes or no? Can you remember? Questions can be asked in only two ways. One is to find what? The monthly installment, and the other one is to find what? Annual interest rate. How many steps we studied to find the monthly installment? 8 steps. And how many steps we studied to find the annual interest rate? 8 more steps. Anyone who can help me to write those 8 steps? To find the annual interest rate. If you go through the question, finally you will find what? It's all about calculating what? The annual interest rate. So we practiced using 8 steps. We broke the question into 8 steps. Yes? Can you remember? In any order you can tell yes, it's okay. First one, total loan, or that is called the outstanding balance or due balance. Second one, total amount, then total interest, then number of month units, then interest for a month, loan for a month, interest rate for a month, annual interest rate. I repeat it. Total loan, or we call it as the outstanding balance, total amount, total interest, number of month units. Then once you know the total interest and the number of month units, you can find the interest for a month unit. Yes? Then you can find the loan for a month by using the total loan. Yes or no? Then you can find the interest rate for a month, and then annual interest rate. We divided into 8 steps, and I said this can be done in 7 steps or else in 6 steps too, or in 5 steps too. But for simplicity, we broke them into 8 pieces, 8 steps, and we memorized it. That will help you to do this question. Okay, let's move. Here the question is slightly adjusted. Some steps are general knowledge. Using a general knowledge, you have to do it. What is it? 1/5 of the total price is paid as the down payment. Then what is the down payment? Down payment. 1/5 of what? 1/5 of 120,000. So first step is total loan. Can you remember? Total loan or outstanding balance. Total loan can be obtained from the price. We subtract the down payment. Down payment is 1/5 of what? 1/5 of 120,000. Yes or no? From the price we subtract the down payment. Sometimes the down payment is given straight away. In that case you can easily subtract. But here the data is hidden. It is said what? 1/5 of the price is the down payment. So you calculate that 1/5, how much then? 24. So 24,000. 120,000 minus 24,000, how much? Naveed? Tunguralla. Oh. 96,000. What is the second step? I said. What is the second step? I said. Total amount. Yes, total amount. Total amount. Order is not important, but you should remember total amount. How to calculate the total amount? Every month you pay how much? Every month you pay 8,780. Yes, Masha? 8,780. You pay every month 8,780. For how many months you pay this? For 12 equal monthly installments. So what is the total amount you will pay at the end of the year? 8,780 multiplied by 12. So what is your answer? 12 into 0, 0. 96. 9 remains. 84. 84 plus 9. 93. 9 remains. 96 plus 9. 105. So it's 105,360. Have you got this answer? Yes. So this is the total amount. Now, you know what is the Takwa? Yes. You know the total amount and you know the total loan. And also you know total amount includes two things. What and what? Total loan plus total interest. Total amount includes two things. Total loan plus total interest. Then if you subtract the total loan from total amount, you will get the total interest. Yes or no? So in the third step, we will calculate the total interest. Total interest. Then total interest is equal to 105,360 minus 96,000. How much? Sorry? 9,360. 9,360. Have you got this answer? Have you got this answer? Yes. Then I said in the fourth step we calculate what? In the fourth step we calculate the number of month units. Can you remember when finding the monthly installment and also when finding the annual interest rate? In the fourth step we calculate the number of month units. I said the fourth step is for number of month units. Remember that. Then number of month units. You know the formula. Can you remember what is the formula? N into n plus 1 over 2. That is the nth term of triangular number. I told you why that triangular number is used to calculate the number of month units. Can you remember the story? When we studied the monthly installment, I told you, but I won't say now. N into n plus 1 over 2. N is the number of installments. Then n plus 1 means 13. 12 into 13 divided by 2. Then you can find the number of month units. 12, n equals 12. Then n plus 1 means 13 over 2. 12 into 13 over 2. How much? You can cancel this now. 6 into 13, 78. 78. Check your answer. Correct? Okay, 4 steps are done. Then tell me, what is the fifth step? If you know what is the total interest and what is the number of month units, you can calculate the interest for a month unit. Yes or no? Then the fifth step, interest for a month unit. Yes, interest for a month unit. You know the total interest 9,360 and you know the number of month units. Divide this answer by this. Understood? You know the total amount, total interest, and you know the number of month units. Then divide one by the other. Then you will get the answer. How much? Rupees 1, 2, 120. 120. 78 in 93 one time, then how much? 15 and 6, 156 means 2 times. Is this correct? 5 steps are done. Zumer, what is the next step? No, before that. To find the annual interest rate, we need to find what? One is missing. We need the loan for a month. Did we find that? No, total loan is there. So from this we need to find the loan for a month. Okay, total loan 96,000. This must be paid back in 12 installments now. So loan for a month will be how much? Loan for a month will be rupees 8,000. Rupees 8,000. 2 more steps, or else you can write it at once. If you wish, you can find the monthly interest rate first and then multiply by 12, you will get the annual interest rate, or else you can straight away write the annual interest rate and multiply by 12. Let's break them. First tell me what is the monthly interest rate? Interest rate for a month. Interest rate for a month. Yes? Interest rate for a month. Can you remember in grade 9, we studied the basics of percentage. Profit percentage means profit over cost into 100. Loss percentage, loss over cost into 100. Discount percentage, discount over mark price into 100. Can you remember? Commission percentage, commission over selling price into 100. Yes. Tax percentage, grade 10. In general, we say tax over value into 100. Interest percentage, interest over loan into 100. Then interest rate for a month means interest for a month over loan for a month into 100. That's it. Interest for a month, how much? We found it. 120 over loan for a month 8,000 into 100. This is for a month. Chop them off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 12 over 8. Both are multiples of 4, no? 3 over 2. 3 over 2%. Or you can write 1.5%. Finally, yes, annual interest rate. Annual interest rate. The 8th step, we end up with annual interest rate. Annual interest rate 3 over 2 into annual means for a year. For a year means how many months are there in a year? Multiply by 12. Then you can chop them off. 6 into 3, how much? 18%. Yes? Have you got this answer? Yes? So 8 steps are there. If you can remember these 8 steps, you can do it. Now let's move to the questions, part questions. First one, what is it? Find the due loan amount, means the total loan, how much you have to pay. After paying the down payment, how much you have to pay? 96,000. So this is the answer for the first part. Second part, what is the total interest to be paid? Total interest to be paid, this is the second part. So we need to calculate the total amount and then subtract, you will get the total interest. Second part, up to this, right? This is first part, second part. Then the third part, what is the number of month units? This is the third part, number of month units. Third part, what is the interest for a month unit? Fourth part, interest for a month unit. And finally, interest rate, annual interest rate. So these 3 steps for the fifth part. So that's what I said. Don't bother about these part questions. Consider the last question, what is this all about? Whether to find the installment or to find the annual interest rate. If you identify this question is all about finding the annual interest rate, just work out on these 8 steps and then you can check the questions and put the number in that place. That's it. Done. Those who got this correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, that only 10. Yes. Two marks for each step. We'll start doing the second question. Start doing the second one. I told you to bring the graph paper. Yes. I hope you all brought. Yes. Start doing the second one quickly. Graph paper konanda? Enga. Graph paper enga. Did you bring the graph paper? Share with others. Konanda? Graph paper. Look at the second question. Y is a quadratic function of x. Following table consists with y values corresponding to certain x values. You know the graph function is not given here. But using the symmetric nature, you can identify and predict the value which should come to the blank. Yes or no? See, the x values are -1 to 5. Y values are -4, 1, 4, 5, blank, 1, -4. Okay. By considering the symmetric nature of the values, you can predict the value which should come to the blank. See, by observing the symmetric nature of the values, see, this is the middle term, either side of 5, you see the values are symmetric, yes or no? This is the center part. See, from 5, if you move towards each corner, you get minus 4 and minus 4. Then 1 and 1. 4 and what it should be? 4 and 4. So the blank is 4. The blank is 4. That is the answer for the first part. Considering symmetric nature, symmetry of the quadratic function, find the value of y when x equals 3. Then the second part, by taking 10 small divisions along x-axis and y-axis as one unit, plot the graph of the function in a graph paper. Let's do it. 10 small divisions as usual. Check. Y-axis, vertical axis is y-axis. Then in the y-axis we need up to 5, the maximum value 5, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. This is x-axis, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Then on the y-axis, maximum 5, minimum up to minus 4. In the x-axis, starting from minus 1 up to 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Mark the points and draw the graph. Minus 1 comma minus 4. X value minus 1, y value minus 4. 0 comma 1. X value 0, y value 1. 1 comma 4. And 2 comma 5. 3 comma 4. 4 comma 1. And 5 comma minus 4. Hope you have got a graph similar to this. Check your graph. Yes? Check your graph. See whether you have marked x-axis and y-axis. So how will you select the scale? By checking the x values, you draw the y-axis, and by checking the y values, you draw the x-axis. By checking the y values means maximum 5, minimum minus 4. So somewhere at the middle, the x-axis should be somewhere at the middle. By checking the x values, you draw the y-axis. We need only minus 1 value on the left side, positive 5 values on the right side. So we have to leave more space on the right side and start from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and then through 0 you draw the y-axis. Then the space will be enough. But if you draw the axis right at the middle of the paper, then you will find it hard to complete the graph. Yes or no? It's not like grade 10 graph. This is grade 11 graph. So you have to go through the values and draw the axis in the suitable place. Okay. Hope it's clear. Now we'll move to the questions. The third one, using the graph, draw the axis of symmetry and write its equation. Yes, draw the axis of symmetry. You know, axis of symmetry is always a vertical line and it divides the graph into two equal parts. Where should it be? It should be passing through 2 in the x-axis. Yes or no? So that is the x-axis. Sometimes they will ask you to write just the equation of the axis of symmetry. Sometimes they will ask you to draw the axis of symmetry and write the equation on it. Here it's to draw the axis of symmetry and write the equation on it. So this is the axis of symmetry, and then you write down, what is it? The axis of symmetry is passing through 2 now. Always you write axis of symmetry as how? X equals something. What is that something here? It passes through 2 now. Then x equals 2. X equals 2. Check your answer. X equals 2. What is your graph equation? Still we don't know what is our graph equation, but we can write it down. We'll see how to write it later. Third one, A part. Draw the axis of symmetry and write its equation. First part is done. A part is done. B part, write the coordinates of the turning point. Third question, B part. Coordinates of the turning point. This is the turning point or the maximum point. What is the coordinate? X value comma y value within brackets. I'm done. What is it? 2 comma 5. 2 comma 5. X value 2, y value 5. This is the coordinate at the turning point or the maximum point. Fourth part. What are the intervals of x where the graph is positive? You know what? If the graph is above the x-axis, it is positive. If the graph is below the x-axis, that is negative. We studied that basics now, right? Above the x-axis, function is positive. Boda parang zoomer. Enna venum? Mudinja. Right. Above the x-axis, function is positive. Below the x-axis, function is negative. Above the x-axis means starting from here to there. From here to there. You have to go through your graph paper and search for these 2 points where it intersects the x-axis. I just drew a rough sketch. I can't predict the exact value using my graph, but you can find it using your graph because you have drawn the graph in the graph paper now. So tell me, what are the 2 points on either sides? Here it's 4.2. Here 0. Is it 0.2 or minus 0.2? On the left side now, minus 0.2 and 4.2. Yes or no? Yes? Got it correct? So the intervals of x. Let me adjust this. Okay, then your answer will be between minus 0.2 and 4.2, because this is on the left side of the y-axis. It should be negative, right? Not 0.2, it's minus 0.2. You know how to write the inequality. This is the interval of x. Yes or no? This is how you write the interval of x for which the function is positive. Function is positive. Okay. Any doubts? Suppose, give me a minute. Suppose the question is to write the intervals of x for which function is positive and increasing. Positive and increasing means, then from here to there, yes or no? From here to there, positive and increasing. This value is minus 0.2. Here it's not 5. You need to find the x value, corresponding x value for that, not the y value. This is to write the intervals of x or y. Intervals of x. So corresponding x value for this, what is it? 2. So in between minus 0.2 and what? Here what is the value? Corresponding x value? 2. This is the answer. Okay. Any doubts? Suppose the question is to write down the intervals of x for which the function is positive and decreasing. Can you guess? Suppose the question is to find the intervals of x for which function is positive and decreasing. From where? From here to here. So from 2 to 4.2. Okay. Then the answer will be from 2 to 4.2. Note it down. This is positive and increasing. This is positive and decreasing. This is just positive in general. Note it down. Done? Graph sale. Pennaale varayira graph. Enna? Shall I erase the box? It's okay. Okay, look at the next one. Quadratic function can be expressed as y equals minus x square plus ax plus b. Find the value of a and b. Okay. Look at here. Sometimes the quadratic equation will be given. Then you would have written that value somewhere in the graph. Here the question is, the equation is not given, but I have taught you how to predict the quadratic equation using the shape of the nature of the graph. Yes or no? Shape, can you remember? Upside down, erect graph and inverted graph. Yes? Here see. If it is an erect graph and if it is an inverted graph, how the equation would be? We studied this. If it is an erect graph means what? A graph with a minimum value. If it is an inverted graph, a graph with a maximum value. Okay, then tell me how to start this one. Y equals bracket squared. Bracket squared. Yes, bracket squared. Since this is an erect graph or a graph with a minimum value, in front of the bracket square we will have plus sign. Since this is upside down, in front of the bracket square we will have minus. You know this, right? We studied this in the theory. Can you remember? And then the other thing, if the axis of symmetry, give me a minute. If the axis of symmetry passes through a positive value, within brackets you write what? Minus. Say for example, the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is passing through minus 2, for example, minus 2. Then you write what? within brackets you write plus 2. Okay. Say this is passing through plus 2 in the x-axis. If it is passing through plus 2, then you write what? Within brackets you write minus 2. For plus values you write minus, and for minus values you write plus within brackets. Okay. Then if this is, if the minimum value of this is, say for example minus 3, you have to write that at the end. Say the maximum value is 5, then you should write that as it is at the end. Okay. So these are two types of graphs. We studied this basic in the theory class. Now tell me, how will you write down the equation of this function? It is something similar to this, yes or no? How you have to start with? Let me write it here. How to start with? Y equals minus bracket squared. Why? Because this is an inverted graph. Upside down, minus should be there in front of the bracket squared. Then within the brackets, you know the axis of symmetry is plus 2. Therefore within the brackets you should write what? Minus 2, x minus 2. X minus 2 whole thing square. X minus 2 whole thing square. And what is the maximum value? Maximum value is 5. Maximum value is 5. So it's y equals minus x minus 2 whole thing square plus 5. Yes or no? This is our graph equation. So if you wish, you can write down the graph equation somewhere on that graph. So what is our graph equation? Y equals minus x minus 2 whole thing square plus 5. Y equals x minus 2 whole thing square plus 5. Okay. Right. So what is our graph equation? Y equals Hamdan boda x minus 2 whole thing square plus 5. You know what is the expansion of a minus b whole thing square? Binomial expressions grade 10 line padichide, 11 line padichide. X minus y whole thing square. What is it? No, x squared minus 2xy, 2 into x into y, 2xy plus y square. Can you remember this? A minus b whole thing square means a squared minus 2ab, 2 into a into b, 2ab plus b squared. Okay. Now tell me, x minus 2 whole thing square. Minus is there, we will keep it as it is. X squared minus 2 into x into 2. How much? 2 into x, 2x, 2x into 2, 4x plus, last term is always plus, plus 2 square how much? Plus 5. Yes or no? Instead of x minus 2 whole thing square, Amira, 2 comma. Instead of x minus 2 whole thing square, we can write x squared minus is there, so we write minus 2 into x into 2, 4x plus 2 square is 4. Now remove the brackets by the minus sign. Minus x squared, minus into minus, minus into minus plus 4x, minus into plus minus 4 plus 5 is there at the end. Yes or no? Now simplify. Minus x square plus 4x minus 4 plus 5 means plus 1. This is y. If you wish, you can write this as well over here. Instead of this equation, you can write this as well. This is again the same. Both the equations indicate the same graph, but they are in a different format. This is as a complete square format. This is as a quadratic function. This is what given in the paper. Minus x square, see, y equals minus x squared plus ax, yes or no, plus b, minus x squared plus ax plus b. Find the value of a and b. So what is a? What is a and what is b? A equals 4 and b equals 1. Check your answer. A equals 4 and b equals 1. Got it? Understood? To fill the blank, give 1 mark. To draw the graph, give 2 marks. To draw the axis of symmetry and writing the value x equals 2, you give 2 marks. For writing the coordinates of the turning point, give 1 mark. For this, give you 2 marks. Range of x, for writing the value of intervals of x. Fourth part, 2 marks. For the fifth part, 2 marks. You also got 10 out of 10. It's very good. 9, 8, thought so. 7, 6, 5. Okay. Try the third question quickly. Yes, you have enough time, right? Can do one more question, can't we? Can. Try the third one. It is based on quadratic equations, yes? Read and understand the question. Read and understand the question. Read and understand. Put a sketch and work out. Sanjata. Problem? Assalamualaikum. We did 2 questions from part 1, part 2A part, yes or no? Let's start the third one. ABC is a right angle triangle. AB equals 3x plus 4 centimeters. BC equals x plus 2 centimeters. PBQ isosceles triangle, where perpendicular side x plus 1 centimeter each is cut off from ABC. Area of the shaded portion is 38.5 centimeters square. Show that x satisfies the quadratic equation x squared plus 4x minus 35 is equal to 0. Let me draw the diagram first. Okay. Stop talking. Let's start. You know the area of the shaded region, that is this, right? This is given as 38.5 centimeters square. That is the area of the shaded portion. Tell me then how to find the area of the shaded portion? Yes. From the large right angle triangle, you can subtract the small right angle triangle. Yes. Then you will get the area of the shaded portion. That's the idea. Any doubts in that? Okay, let's subtract. So you can write area of large triangle minus area of small triangle is equal to 38.5. Area of large triangle minus area of the small triangle is equal to 38.5. Then you know what is the formula to find the area of a triangle? Half into base into perpendicular height. Come this way. Go this way. Right. Then half into base of the large triangle, that is BC. Now BC is equal to x plus 2. X plus 1 means x plus 2. X plus 2 into perpendicular height. What is the perpendicular height? Perpendicular height is this. 2x plus x, 3x. 3x plus 3 plus 1, 4. Yes or no? 3x plus 4. This is the area of the large right angle triangle minus area of the small right angle triangle, that is again half into base x plus 1, BQ is the base, PB is the perpendicular height. So x plus 1 into x plus 1. This is equal to 38.5. Okay. This is equal to 38.5. Right. Now, since we have a fraction on the left side, we'll try to remove the fraction first. To remove the fraction, you can multiply the whole equation by what? Multiply the whole equation by 2. So then you can cancel this 2, and you can multiply the right side by 2. Okay. Then, is that clear what I said? Marika. So if I multiply this by 2 and this by 2, I should multiply this also by 2. Why I am doing this? That is to remove that fraction, so that these two can be cancelled, these two can be cancelled. You will get how much? 38.5 into 2. How much? 77. 77, no? Then this becomes 77. Okay. We have the product of two binomial expressions. Yes? You know how to do this. We have done this in grade 9. Yes or no? See, x plus 2 times 3x plus 4. Then what you have to do? Multiply first by x and then by 2. X into 3x plus 4 plus 2 into 3x plus 4. Then you will get what? X into 3x means 3x squared plus 4x plus 6x plus 8. Then 3x squared plus how much? 10x plus 8. You got this correct? This is the answer for this expression. So let me substitute that value here. Then it will be 3x squared plus 10x plus 8 minus, now let's do this one, x plus 1 whole thing square. X plus 1 into x plus 1 means x plus 1 whole thing square. You know the expansion of that. How? 2x. You can do in this way, or you can just get the expansion. X squared plus 2 into x into 1. 2x plus 1 square. 1. You know that, right? According to binomial expression. Then I will write that using the bracket because we have a minus sign. So x squared plus 2x minus plus 1 equals 77. Okay. Then remove the brackets and write 3x squared plus 10x plus 8 minus x squared, minus into plus, minus 2x, minus into plus, minus 1 equals 77. Okay. Then let me write here 3x square minus x square, how much? 2x squared. 10x minus 2x, 8x. 8 minus 1, 7 equals 77. Okay. Now take all the terms to one side and make the other side 0. Then 2x squared plus 8x plus 7, this becomes minus 77. So 7 minus 77 means 2x squared plus 8x minus 70 equals 0. Almost done. Now what you have to do? Divide the whole equation by 2 so that you can make it further simple. Yes. Then 2 and 2 cancels. You will end up with x squared plus 4x minus 35 equals 0. This is what we need to show. Check your answer. Yes or no? X squared plus 4x minus 35 equals 0. Check your answer. Those who got this correct? That's good. Show that the length AP, by solving this, find the value of x to the nearest second decimal. Find the value of x to the nearest second decimal. I will erase this. Yes, we have studied formula method, also completing square method. Which method you prefer to solve this? completing square method. Huh? Barira? Yes. You have x squared plus 4x minus 35 equals 0. Keep all the unknowns on one side and take the numbers to another side. Then it will be x squared plus 4x equals 35. Minus 35 becomes plus 35. Then in the next step you should add a term so that you can make it a perfect square. What is the term you are going to add here? How to find it? Divide the middle term by 2 and get the square of that. 4 is the middle term. Divide 4 by 2, you get 2. Then add 2 square both sides. 2 squared both sides. Then you can make this a perfect square. What is it? X plus 2 whole thing square equals 35 plus 4, 39. Yes? Yes, you have the value for root 39. So x plus 2 is equal to plus or minus root 39. Can you remember why we use this plus or minus? When you remove the square, you must write plus or minus, right? Then write them separately. X equals plus or minus root 39 plus 2 becomes minus 2. Then x equals root 39 minus 2 or x equals minus root 39 minus 2. Minus root 39 minus 2 is not suitable. Yes or no? This is not suitable. Why? Why is this not suitable? Because it's negative. And a length cannot be negative. No? A length cannot be negative. That's why it's not suitable. Then we'll take this answer. Root 39 can be written as how? What is the answer given? 6.244. Yes or no? 6.244 minus 2. Then what is the answer? 4.244. 4.244 centimeters. But the question is to round off this to the nearest second decimal place. Then if you round this off, you will get x is equal to 4.24 centimeters. X equals 4.24 centimeters. Those who got this answer? Yes, very good. Then we have one more part in that. Show that what? The length of AP is less than twice the length of BC. Let me erase this. Yes, length of AP. Then what is AP? AP is 2x plus 3 now. 2x plus 3. Then 2 into, what is the answer we obtained for x? 4.24. 4.24 plus 3. And this is 8.48 plus 3. How much? 11.48 centimeters. This is AP. And then we need to find the length of BC. 2 times BC. You need to show that the length of AP is less than twice the length of BC. Amra, what is the answer for 2 times BC? 2 times BC. 2 into BC is x plus 1. No? X plus 2. BC is x plus 1 plus 1. Then x plus 2. X plus 2. Then 2 times x 4.24 plus 2. Then 2 times 6 plus 6.24, then 12.48 centimeters. Now you can compare these two values. 11.48 is less than 12.48, yes or no? 11.48 is less than 12.48. Means what? 11.48 means it is AP. AP is less than 2 times BC. AP is less than 2 times BC. Check your answer. Those who did up to this? That's good. Complete your work quickly. Sorry, Sanjay. Okay, let's continue. By the way, hope you all know the formula method to solve this quadratic equation. Can you remember? X squared plus 4x minus 35 equals 0. Then the coefficients are, here we have 1, then a equals 1, b equals 4 and c equals minus 35. These are the coefficients. X equals, what is the formula? Can you remember? Minus b plus or minus, within the square root you write b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Use this formula, you will end up with the same answer. Those who tried in this method, formula method, have you got the same answer? Okay, we'll move to the next question. Right. See whether you can understand. AB tree and PQ tower is in 90 meter straight distance. Arham. Observer at P observes B with an angle of elevation 35 degrees and an observer at B observes Q with an angle of elevation 30 degrees. Height of the observer is negligible. Sketch the above information in a diagram. Draw a scale diagram by taking the scale 1:1000 and find the height of the PQ tower to the nearest meter. Okay, this is under scale drawings, right? We will put a sketch first. AB and PQ are a tree and a tower respectively. Say for example, this is the tree and this is the tower. Okay, this is a sketch, right? B is the top of the tree. Q is the top of the tower. Right. These are 90 meters apart. 90 meters apart. Observer at P observes B. Imran. Observer at P observes B with an angle of elevation 35 degrees. So let's join this. Then this is 35 degrees. Okay, observer at P observes B at an angle of elevation 35 degrees. An observer at B observes Q with an angle of elevation 30 degrees. So let us join this. This is the angle of elevation now. This is 30 degrees. Okay. Now this is the sketch. We neglected the height of the person, right? So this is the sketch. Draw a scale diagram into the scale 1:1000. 1:1000 means 1 centimeter represents how many centimeters? 1:1000 means what? 1 centimeter represents 1000 centimeters. Okay? 1:1000 means 1 centimeter represents 1000 centimeters. Then 1 centimeter represents how many meters? 1000 centimeter means divide by 100 or 10 meters. 10 meters. But we need to find for how many meters? For 90 meters. For 90 meters, how much is the length? We need to draw in the scale diagram. 9 centimeters, right? We need this data. We need this length in the scale diagram. Right. Let's draw. Third part is to draw the scale diagram. Second part is to draw the scale diagram. Let me draw the scale diagram. See whether you can understand. First, we will start with the baseline. Baseline 90 meter means 9 centimeter. Draw a 9 centimeter horizontal line. Okay, 9 centimeter horizontal line. And on either side, you draw a perpendicular line. Okay. Just draw. We don't know the length yet, but you can just draw perpendicular lines on either sides. Okay. You know this is A and this is P. Then use a protractor. For scale drawing, you must use the protractor to measure the angles. Okay. Give me a protractor, please. Then here see 35 degrees from P. So keep the protractor like this and measure how many degrees? 35 degrees and mark a dot. Mark a dot and then draw the line. Then you will find out the vertex or the place where B should be. Okay, then this is B, right? This is B. This is 35 degrees. 35 degrees. Okay. Then through this B you draw a horizontal line, a dotted line, that is to measure 30 degree from B. Then from B, protractor. From B, now you measure 30 degrees to the right. Here we measured 35 degrees to the left. Now keep the protractor like this and measure 30 degrees. Okay. And then draw the line by joining the point. Yes. Then you know this is 30 degrees. Okay, 30 degrees, and you can extend this line and find the position of Q. Right, then you know this is Q. Okay, so this is the scale diagram. You got it correct? Right. Now the third part. Find the height of PQ tower to the nearest meter. You need to find the height of this PQ to the nearest meter. First of all, measure this length. Measure the height using the ruler and tell me how many centimeters is that. How many? Rahla? 11.5. Yes? This is what 11.5? Yes, good. Masha? 11.5. Yes? 11.4. Those who got 11.4. 11.6. Okay, then you write your answer. It seems like 11.5 now. If you measure this, you get 11.5 centimeters. You write your answer, it's okay, you'll get the marks if you write 11.4 or else 11.6. It's okay. Then PQ equals 11.5 centimeters. But what is the actual height? You need to find the actual height now. Actual height. We took this scale. Look at the board. 1 centimeter representing 10 meters now. So 11.5 means 11.5 into 10. Then how many meters? 115 meters. If you have obtained 11.4, then your answer will be 114 meters. If you have obtained 11.6, then your answer will be 116 meters. Check your answer. It's not hard, right? It's a simple question. Check your answer. Say it, ಯಾರು ಹಿಡಿತೇವೆ ಇವರ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಯಾರು ಹಿಡಿತೆ மூணு பேர் டைம் இல்லையா ஷேர் பண்ண okay we'll do the next one Stop talking. Sir, look at the fifth question. It's under simultaneous equations, yes? Try to understand. Certain amount of money is separated into two portions such that 5/11 of the smaller portion is equal to 1/5 of the larger portion. Okay? The amount obtained when 15 added to the smaller portion and divided by 14 is equal to the amount obtained when 5 subtracted from larger amount and divided by 24. I know it's a bit confusing, but if you go through and read 2 or 3 times, you will understand. Construct a pair of simultaneous equations taking the small number as p and large number as q. Small amount, let's take that as p, and the large amount as q. Okay, now let me read it again. Arham, Muad. Check your answer. 5/11 of the smaller portion means what? 5/11 of the smaller portion means 5/11 p. This is equal to 1/5 of the larger portion. So 1/5 of q. 1/5 of q. Barira. Cross multiply. 5 into 5p. 25p. 11 into 1. 11q. 25p is equal to 11q. Yes or no? Take all the terms to one side and make the other side 0. Then 25p minus 11q is equal to 0. Let this be the first equation. Okay. Then the second statement says the amount obtained when 15 added to the smaller portion and divided by 14. Here see, 15 added to the smaller portion, then p plus 15, look at the board, 15 added to the smaller portion and divided by 14, p plus 15 divided by 14, this is equal to 5 subtracted from larger amount and divided by 24. 5 subtracted from larger amount means what? Q minus 5 divided by 24. This is the relationship. We add 15 with the small number and divide by 14. That is equal to, we subtract 5 from the larger amount and divide by 24. Now again cross multiply. Then 24 times p plus 15 is equal to 14 times q minus 5. Cross multiplication, right? Now remove the brackets. 24p. But before that you can do one more thing. What is it? We can simplify, no? Simplify. How many times we have 2 in 24? You can cut this, no? How many times? 12 times. 2 in 14? 7 times. Yes, sir. You can do like this, or else you can just expand and finally you can simplify. It's okay. Then 12p plus how much? 180 is equal to 7q minus 35. Yes or no? Rearrange and take all the unknowns to one side and the numbers to another side. Then p minus 7q is equal to minus 35 is there already. Take that 180 to this side, then minus 180. Then 12p minus 7q is equal to minus how much? 215. So you got this answer? Yes, those who got these two equations correct, first one and second one correct. Yes, others try to understand. Then let's solve this. Construct a pair of simultaneous equations. We did it. Solve the equations, find separately the value of the small amount and the large amount. We need to solve this and find what is P and Q. Okay. To solve this, you can remove 11Q, Q. 11Q should be multiplied by what then? 7. And 7Q should be multiplied by 11. Then only we can remove Q. We can eliminate Q. So let's multiply the first equation by 7. Multiply the first equation by 7. Then 7 into 25, 175. Hamdan, senjada? Saying about 175Q minus 175P minus 77Q. This is equal to 0. 0 into 7, 0. Let this be the third one. Okay. Then multiply the second equation by what? By 11. Then 11 into 12, 132P minus 77Q. This is equal to 11 into minus 215. How much? How? Look at the board. 215. Now I taught this shortcut method in grade 9. How? First you write 2. Add these 2 you will get what? 3. And add these 2 you will get 6. And then 5. So you got this answer? That's right. So minus 2365. Multiplication by 11. Shortcut method I taught. No? Can you remember? Write the first number first and the last number last. Add these 2 and write here. Add these 2 and write here. In between. Okay, then we'll move. This is the fourth equation. Didn't I teach that? Can't you remember? If it is a 2-digit number, say for example 23 into 11, then how will you do this? First number first, last number last, add both and write in between. So this is the answer. Okay, then 62 into 11. Tell me the answer for this then. 682. Like that, if you have a 3-digit number, say 123 into 11. 123 into 11. First number first. 1 plus 2 how much? 2 plus 3 how much? Last number? Remember this? Okay, we studied this in grade 9. Okay then, tell me, the signs are same or different? The signs are same. Same sign means subtract. Subtract 3 minus 4. Then the third equation, 175P minus 77Q minus 132P minus 77Q. This is equal to 0 minus 2365. Third one minus fourth one. Okay. Remove the brackets now. 175P minus 77Q minus 132P minus into minus plus 77Q. Here again minus into minus plus 0 plus 2365. Okay. Then minus 77Q plus 77Q cancels. Subtract. Amra. What is the answer? Subtract and say 43. So 43p is equal to 1365. Now divide both sides by what? 43. Then p equals how much? 55. Yes, good. 55. You will get the exact answer. P equals 55. Does you got this answer for P? Okay. Let's substitute now in any of the equation and find Q. Look at the first equation. What is the first equation? What is the first equation? 25p minus 11q is equal to 0. Yes? Then 25 into 55 minus 11q is equal to 0. Then 25 into 55, let it be 25 into 55 equals minus 11q becomes plus 11q. Yes or no? Yes? Now divide both sides by 11. It's easy, without multiplying you can just simplify. So q equals, how many times we have? 5 times. So 125. This is what this answer for Q. That's good. How much should be added from the large amount to the small amount for which the two portions to be equal? Did you understand? What is the large amount? 125. What is the small amount? 55. Then how much should be added from the large amount to the small amount for which the two portions to be equal? Okay. Did you understand the question? There are 2 or 3 methods to do this. One method, see whether you can understand. Aina, Khadar, Sinjacha. What is the value? Yes, tell me. Aina. Okay. How much should be added from the large amount to the small amount? See, what is the large amount? 125. You need to subtract a certain amount from this and you must add this amount with the small amount. What is the small amount? 55. Is that clear? You have to remove a certain portion from this and add that portion with the other number. Then only they become same. Understand? This is one method. You remove a certain amount of money from the large amount and add that amount with the small number so that they become same, so that they are equal. So let's check. 125 minus 55, x minus x plus minus x becomes plus x, then 2x. This is how much? 70. Then divide by 2. X equals 35. So you should remove 35 from the large amount, and that must be added with the small amount, then only they become same. Okay, this is one method. Or else mental calculation. How? See, 125 is the large number, 55 is the small number. Okay. If you give 5 from this to that, you will get how much? 120 here, and this becomes how much? 60. Yes or no? Then if you give 10 from here, this becomes 115. This becomes how much? Sorry? 60. Keep subtracting a certain number and then adding that number to the other side. Keep doing so. Then say I'll just take a randomly large number. I'm sorry. Randomly say for example 50. If you subtract 50 from here, you'll get how much? 50. Subtract 50 from this, you'll get 75. Add that 50 with this, 105. See, now this is larger now. So the number should be less than 50 now. The number you're going to subtract from this should be less than 50. Then think of 30. Subtract 30 from this, you'll get how much? 90. 95. Add that 30 with this, 85. So 30 is not enough, right? Then 35. Subtract 35 from this, you will get 90. Add that 35 with this, 90. You get the same answer now. So how much you subtracted then? You subtracted 35. You added that 35 with this. So the answer is 35. Yes, that is another method. What is it? Which two? 125 plus 55, how much? 180. Then divide by 2, how much? 90. So yes, 90 is not the range, that is the mean, the average of those two numbers. You find the average and then subtract from the large value, then you'll get the difference. That's the answer. You understand? Okay. Did you understand? 125 plus 55, how much? 180. Then divide 180 by 2, you'll get 90. You'll get this answer. So how much you have to subtract from the large amount? You subtract 90, you'll get the answer. How much? 35. What is the amount then you need to subtract? 35. Understood? It's another method. Yeah, that is also correct. What is the gap between 125 and 55? 70. Then divide by 2. Is that clear? 125 minus 55, how much? 70, and then divide 70 by 2. Again you will get 35. It depends on the way how you think. However, the answer is 35. Right. We'll do the next question. Those who got this correct?